I think leadership in TEDxSUNY Oswego is very different than any leadership because I'm bringing the best people in their field and with a boiling passion for this. We only have one requirement, which is passion. And that's all we need. So leading such a team is incredible because it's really the biggest honor that I can have. This is a huge undertaking and each individual have been pouring their heart and soul and sweat into this TEDxSUNY Oswego event. Hosting TEDxSUNY Oswego means joining a community of innovation of more than 40 million followers. TEDxSUNY Oswego won't be possible without the 40 team members in the team. And there's 12 departments coming together to make this happen at the same time. This is bigger than me, the team, bigger than SUNY Oswego. It's about the Oswego community and the TEDx community. I just want to truly give thanks to every single person involved. I want to give a big shout out to Meet Patel. He's the Vice President of TEDxSUNY Oswego. He's doing every single thing perfectly and has been rocking every moment. Meet Patel, you're amazing.
Leadership means a lot because personally I've been a leader in different roles, but TEDxSUNY Oswego leadership teach me a lot of different things like how to lead people, how to lead different leaders in their field. That's the most important thing I learned. The best experience I want to share is like when me, Ethan and our advisor Sandra was in the meeting, and when we got final approval from SUNY Oswego to like final go. It was so best feeling I ever had, and I can still imagine how we were excited and how we ran, and me and Ethan, how we hugged and how it was crazy, and I cannot put that experience more in the word. Emotionally, I felt so good that how I'm handling all this and how I learned a lot of new things, and I can feel that I'm growing day by day by arranging all this. So that's the main impact. I can go above and beyond and go sleepless nights for TEDx. It means a lot because it's given me very different experience in the life which I think I never even dreamed about it. It's helping me in making connections through different alumni and different peoples, which will definitely help me in the future. This is like a dream comes true. Take every challenges as an opportunity to grow. Take every mistakes and every like really tough thing as a good challenge to make it happen and to complete that task. That motivates me a lot. And just challenge yourself, just test yourself. I'm really thankful to entire team, entire SUNY Oswego campus, all the leaders, and special thanks to Easily.
Creativity is a form of expression for me, especially in terms of originality. It's a way of showing people what you do without really showing what you do. It's something that shows your personality and shows your character without telling any words. So I think it's a form of expression and freedom for me. I'm a creative lead at TEDxSUNY Oswego, which means I lead most of the visual aspect of it when it comes to anything creative. For example, social media, flyers, videos, printables, and event booklets, and more, and so on. In product design, there's a term called product evolution, where things keep adding and we evolve. This is more like a TEDxSUNY Oswego evolution. So we would just keep evolving, and this is more like a foundation. So more amazing things to come. We have an awesome team here. The favorite part about my process, at least, is the people I'm working with, especially my co-partner or colleague, Angela. She is an awesome creative mind. Everyone in this team is very talented. I think just the fact that I'm tapping into these creative minds to get more and improve myself and better myself in this process is my favorite part by far. I've come across so many hurdles in the process of leading a creative team, and I think AT has played an important role in a way where I am able to navigate these problems more logically in a direction where I'm able to process things. So AT has definitely given me a structure of how to navigate these problems. TEDx means so many things to me. TEDx means ideas, TEDx means innovation, but more importantly, TEDx means embracing yourself. It started off as a conference by two passionate people and now it's a big global phenomenon. If you have the passion to do anything you want in life, you can do anything you want in life. I think it's all about the dreams, and dreams do become a reality if you're focused on them.
So what creativity means to me is seeing possibilities where people would see, I would say, limitations. It's that constant curiosity and exploration of new things. It really, for me, it's a endless possibility. For me, the way I stay inspired in general is really through art, through stories, to talking with other people, through having different hobbies and having different experiences and exposing yourself to as many things as you can. But one of the biggest things is really collaborating, having a great team, having the people that you can bounce off ideas off. I love working with Hamad, right? Because I know if we sit in a room and have a 20-minute meeting, we're gonna bounce off ideas nonstop, back and forth, right? And even if I am stuck on something, I know that through talking and working together, we're gonna get to an amazing solution. One thing I would hope for the audience to take away is I would love for them to be inspired. I would love for them to feel empowered. I would really love for them to leave that event and feel like they were on a journey. It wasn't just one event. It wasn't just something that they attended and left. It's something that's gonna influence their life. It's something that's gonna inspire new ideas, and it's gonna feel like a whole experience for them. TEDx, in my opinion, is about transformation. It's about growth and about giving a chance and a place where important ideas can be highlighted and a community of curiosity can be fostered. TEDx is there to inspire, to push the boundaries, and to help people explore and grow.
So I would say creativity to me is an expression of intention, what you want to do, what you want people to see, what you want to portray. I see creativity as an expression, and it's very fluid to me, so it's easy for me to tailor myself. So when Isan told me about this, I was like, yeah, I'm on. So for TEDx, as we know, it's a known brand and they have standards and guidelines. So I went through the guidelines, then I also looked at TEDx as a case study. So that gave me like an insight of what to do, but I also added my own personal touch. I believe in simplicity, less is more. That's my kind of design culture or my design style. So, and I also listen to people. If you can go through some of our meetings, you see that I listen to what everyone has to say to be able to achieve the creativity, and I'm happy where we are. As it says, ideas moves people. So everything starts, it's like a seed from each and every one of us, from the speaker to the audience to all the creative team. We're expressing ourselves, what we can do, what we're capable of, and I believe it's going to move us to better things. You know, this is just the beginning. This is the first TEDx in SUNY Oswego, so you know that's a movement already, moving from 0 to 1. TEDx means information, opportunity, innovation. I spoke to a friend of mine who is struggling with substances, and he said TED saved his life. At that point it became, and this just happened about 4 weeks ago, it became more inspiring to me. I'm happy to be part of the pioneering team.
For me, I think a large part of engagement is making people feel comfortable. I think when people are more comfortable with what it is they have to engage with, they become more engaged. So a large part of what we've been doing on the engagement team is trying to make sure like the speakers feel comfortable on that day, and that our teammates feel comfortable throughout the process and appreciated for all the work they do. It's furthered my confidence by making me more action-oriented. A lot of the communication we have to do is like with other team members, because we have so many different teams for this event, and then also outside people on other TEDx organization teams. So managing all those different lines of communication has made me way more willing to just act than overthink. I think it'll have a huge impact. I know like from the past TEDx talks I've gone to, I've always taken away something that like helps me think about my life more or change certain aspects of my life. So I'm really excited for our speakers to have that impact on other people as well. For me, I think it's a great learning opportunity. I think not only for the people on the team, but also like anybody who listens to the talks that we do, or anybody who is giving a talk that day too. I think they're learning a lot through the process as well. So I think it's just a great learning opportunity overall.
Being at TEDxSUNY Oswego, engagement coordinator, I'm talking to different people at the most random time. And just interacting with them and just making connections is something really valuable to me. I'm meeting with all these people off campus as well and just creating these networks, and these mean a lot to me, especially as an international student who's here building a community. I came here alone without knowing anybody, and right now I'm in my second semester year, and just because of these opportunities that SUNY Oswego has provided to me, I'm here knowing people, making my own network here and making my own community here. So that is everything to me. TEDxSUNY Oswego was a dream come true for me. Like, ever since I was a kid, I used to watch these YouTube videos on TEDx Talks, TEDx animations. And when Eason first brought out organizing this event, I was like, Eason, just give me anything to be a part of this event. And being here as a TEDxSUNY Oswego engagement coordinator, that is amazing, unbelievable.
Production to me means taking ideas that people have come up with together and really bringing it to a tangible experience and bringing it so that people can see and truly visualize what they have wanted to see come together. The process of creating this live broadcast for me has been really collaborative. So we've seen a lot of different people come together with various skill sets, various ideas, and I've been working alongside Kenny Gerard to really watch this whole project come to fruition. I think it's really important and it's really special that we're able to take these two missions of growing and inspiring change and then also being able to physically apply it, and not only do that, but to do that with students here at SUNY Oswego. This team is made up primarily of students. We do have some faculty that are with us and supporting us throughout this mission and this event, and I think just watching that collaborative force come together has been really special. Thank you to everybody that's been working together on this team, from everybody that we've pulled together from our video production crew, to the crew that will have editing all of the content after the fact, to Eason and Neat and all of the people that have really worked hard on putting this team together. I would just like to say thank you, and I'm excited to see how TEDxSUNY Oswego plays out.
Like the idea of being able to get a community together, get an event that is so popular at a lot of other places that aren't Oswego, and be able to bring it here. I like the idea of being able to just, I guess, thrive in something that just doesn't exist. The whole point of this to me is like, we're making something, and this has never happened before, and being able to start something that can hopefully continue on for years after just us would be extremely impressive. So the idea of being able to build something, I think, is the biggest idea that I've learned how to take a crew that isn't involved with a club or the college at all. You're just finding people that you think are best fit for a role and putting them into a production that's never happened. So for us, it's just this experience of, again, it's never happened before. We've never done anything like this, and being able to make this an event that actually happens, going through all the ups and downs, it's impressive. We were able to bring a strong community of people from different backgrounds and different strengths and different weaknesses, and just be able to put all of our heads together and take all of our strengths and build something out of it. With the short timeline, it just seems tough and it seemed improbable at times, but hey, we made it happen.
So it's, I think, kind of unique for me to be a part of the team as someone who works in admissions. This has been a really unique and rewarding experience for me so far. Oftentimes, working in admissions, we're serving students from the time that they're indicating interest in SUNY Oswego early on, whether it be as a first year or transfer student, working with them through their admissions process, getting them enrolled through all the next steps that go along with that. So to be able to work with continuing students in this way as the SUNY Oswego TEDx advisor has been really, I would say, unique and also super rewarding for me. There's a lot that goes into coordinating an event, especially a large-scale event like this. Though the audience is a little bit more limited in person, this is something that is a big deal for SUNY Oswego, for our campus, and for the community. So to me, coordination means managing. It's overseeing lots of different moving parts and ensuring that things are moving forward seamlessly. It's communication. It is in large part collaboration. Right? There's a lot of collaborating and teamwork that goes into coordinating It is problem solving and troubleshooting. It's making decisions, sometimes difficult decisions. So it encompasses really a lot.
To me, coordination with TEDxSUNY Oswego means bringing things together, taking the room logistics, taking all of the speakers' needs, taking the needs of our tech crew, the needs of our event crew, the needs of our security, everything, and bringing it together so that it's a seamless event. It's been an incredible experience because it started with a group of students and a dream, and so it's moved me in terms of being able to really see what they can create, to see their passion and their drive for making this happen, and watching it bit by bit start to come to life. The most rewarding part to me has been really just challenging ourselves. So everybody's been working and saying, that's okay, but how can we make it better? And we're all kind of working together, throwing ideas out there, bouncing things off each other, and just the collaborative effort has been wonderful to have that. To me, TED means opportunity and innovation. Means there's a whole world of things out there, and always different ways of thinking of things and considering what's out there, what's available, how can you do things differently, how can you always improve on things. So I guess for me, TED really is that all-encompassing hope. If I could sum it up in one word, I guess it would be hope. So.
To me, especially in my role as an assistant director, coordination means really just being hands-on, making sure everything is running smoothly, just sort of playing my part that I've been assigned in terms of helping out wherever I can be, just to make sure everything is going the way it should be. Very much I'm something of an extra, of just a hand that just helps out where need be. For example, during the actual show, I'm going to be helping move things along on the computer and helping things with the lights. And then during the planning stages, I was helping get some promotional stuff together, and among a few other things. That was definitely one of the highlights of it for me, was just working down, sitting at those meetings, just hearing everybody sort of pitch in what they could and contribute their different parts, whether it be personal experience or whatever field they're studying for, and whatever they're able to help bring. Someone will help with the budget, someone will help getting this room reserved, someone will help getting some of these supplies. It was really nice to see all those different pieces come together and people lending their own talents to help bring this whole event the way it is.
Whatever Dr. Irene needs, I was kind of the guidance between, or just a bridge in general between getting what they need and getting what she needs from each party. It was pretty challenging just because I've never been put in that kind of position before. A lot of these speakers, they're, like you said, they're professional. They know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about. They have a degree and a background for a reason. So it's definitely challenging to make sure not only I remain professional and remain on top of my role, but also making sure each party gets what assignments they're assigned done in a timely manner. So it was definitely challenging. Overall, the meaning of TED Talk to me is having a beautiful idea. And I think each speaker has a beautiful idea and they want to spread that idea amongst other students. So maybe they can be inspired to be in the next TED Talk, or inspired to create and create the next innovative idea, thing, or project.
I definitely saw it as something that not only could SUNY Oswego propagate and continue doing for years to come, but it could potentially just change Oswego for the better. This is just one of the many things that's unique and beautiful that could be brought into Oswego It was formed by just like, a lot of like-minded folk with various different skill sets. It's just a lot of potential behind it that can be shared with just each and every department. I definitely say first joining the event was first understanding the mission, the policies, and the goals that needed to be achieved and understood by each person, and how working with each individual department, whether it be venue design, whether it be strategic leadership, how that would work towards achieving those goals. I vaguely remember in middle school, we actually had to draft up example TED Talks in relation to what was affecting our specific communities. And I think back to that 7th grade middle school presentation, how that carried forward to today is that, especially when I thought about the people that are around, like all these self-motivated, just strong individuals, especially strong in their specific departments, I couldn't help but feel moved to only not only put my best out, but to put my best out for something that was above me, and that could be something that sticks forward and just sticks on even after I'm gone and somebody succeeds the position I'm in. TED doesn't mean just an avenue to educate people and to educate the world, but also just self-education and self-discovery itself.
Management is a very broad term, but I think when it comes to an event like this, I think management is making sure there are smooth operations and making sure that everything is in place for the event to go through. For our first time event, I think a lot of the challenges were trying to figure out what was actually needed for the event and to get it within a budget point that would be accepted to be funded, because this is the first time that this campus has seen an event like this in the first place, that it was a lot of uncertainty. There wasn't any guidelines, any rules, nothing. So we had to kind of figure out what we were going for. It was minimizing the cost for the most efficiency. I think one thing that's particular to this event is that I think it's a chance for SUNY Oswego to show what it is about. I think SUNY Oswego is a well-established campus, university, but at the same time, it has kind of a lockbox and key where it comes to events and the people that we work with. By introducing something new like this, it gives students who are coming in and students who are going out hope that this campus can grow into something bigger and just to continue growing and not be stagnant in its creation.